depths of radio nothingness comes Radio Nowhere.
This is Radio Nowhere. Is there anybody alive out there? This is Radio Nowhere. Is there anybody alive out there?
WJBD is proud to permit Radio Nowhere.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back. I'm a little hot there, Steve.
You are, and we are back.
Maybe it's because I've had all this caffeine.
That could be.
Which is, because I listened to the show last week, and I thought I lacked a little punch or zest or whatever, and I realized, typically, this is like my one soda night. I try and not drink any soda during the week, although some weeks I do better than others, but this is the one night I make sure I have one.
Well, that's good. That's good. We need that little bit of punch. What did we hear?
Well, that last one was yours, so I don't know what we heard.
Okay. What did we hear before that?
Before that, we heard Evangeline by Matthew Sweet off his Girlfriend album, which is still, I think, one of my favorite albums of that time frame.
Mm-hmm. And after that, we heard kind of a silly one, but it serves a purpose. It was Cletus T. Judd with I Love NASCAR. And speaking of NASCAR, do you know who won the Daytona 500?
Yes, because I texted you.
You did. You gave me the wrong car number, but I knew what you meant.
Oh, is he not number 3?
No, that was his dad.
Oh.
Yes, the 88 Dale Jr. won the Daytona 500 after a 6.5-hour rain delay.
Did you watch it?
I did. I stayed up till 10:30.
Because I was in the hotel and I was watching I was flipping through the internet checking my email and I noticed that the race was delayed and I was like, I wonder if Steve's staying up because you're, with the exception of course Saturday night, Sunday morning, you're kind of a early bird.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I did. I stayed up and enjoyed it. It was an awesome race. I mean, even despite the fact that Junior won, it was an exciting.
It was awesome despite the fact he won?
Yeah.
But I thought you were a Junior fan.
I was. That was just kind of the icing on the cake. It was it was a very exciting race minus the 6.5-hour rain delay. But yeah, it was awesome.
Well, that's see, now I feel kind of silly thinking that is anyone run number 3 or are they retired that
Actually,
number?
the 3 car is back this year, and it is Austin Dillon, who is the owner of the car's grandson. So he started racing a couple years ago in the lower series and has been running the 3 car, and this year has brought the 3 car back to Sprint Cup.
How about that?
Yeah.
Now I know about 5 times more than I ever needed to know about NASCAR.
Huh.
So how are you doing in the NASCAR Challenge?
I looked and I did not do very well. I
How
never
do you not do very well if you have the winner?
I actually had the winner picked right, but I for some reason at the restrictor plate tracks I do terrible, and this year thus far is no exception.
You do terrible, or your drivers do terrible? A little both.
A little bit of both, I guess.
See,
my picking strategy is not good for
what throws you off on the. See, I don't know anything about what throws you off on the restrictor plate races.
They are races pretty much where.
Do they just not turn left?
No,
okay.
It's just it's more of a. And it's kind of one of those situations where about anybody could win, and it never ever works out the way I hope. So
the restrictor plates, they pretty much equalize everybody's.
It does. It somewhat equalizes the cars, and it's just
so
kind
the guy with the most money won't win all the time.
True.
And you apparently like the guy with the most money.
Possibly. I won't even argue because I'm sure he. If he isn't making the most money in NASCAR, he is certainly one of the top 3, probably.
You would think. I did see, and I didn't read the article I saw the other day, that Michael Jordan this past year made more money than any time he had made playing basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess,
because
endorsements and...
Yeah, endorsements, and they didn't pay them like $1 gazillion to throw a basketball around or throw a baseball. Speaking of baseball... spring training's right around the corner.
I believe it started.
You may be right.
I believe it has started. I believe I heard on the radio that it might have been Monday of this week that everybody had to report.
Well, I mean the games.
Okay, all right.
Because we've got a guy we work with. He always goes down to Jupiter and watches the Cardinals do their thing for about a week. And
That's got to be fun.
I noticed he was not working this weekend, so I thought, spring training must be here.
Right. If only spring were here.
Well, it is spring. Didn't you hear I missed the forecast, so I know when I listened to it last, which was probably, maybe Friday, we were calling for a bunch of snow tonight and tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I do know that the on Friday the deer were sure moving, so I'm a little skeptical about our chances of dodging this one.
Well, and this is typically in a winter, they call for 6 inches of snow. You're like, yeah, we'll get an inch of dusting. Not this winter.
See, I figure we'll either get like 3 inches or we'll get like a foot and a half.
Oh yeah. Well, the way this winter has gone, I'm leaning more towards the foot and a half.
Well, we'll check the weather eye forecast again here in another 20 minutes, 15 minutes or so. So we'll try and listen to it at that point. Right now, let's get it back into some music. This is the song "Orange Worker" from the band Four Squirrels, the band Matt Lieberger introduced me into, and I think I like better than he does, which is saying a lot. It's Radio Nowhere, WJBD. Radio Nowhere, WJBD.
Yes. That was actually pretty entertaining. I have never heard that song.
That was Reliant K with I'm Lion-O. Their homage to the Thundercats.
That was a good
Cartoon.
one. I actually enjoyed that. Of course, I liked the Thundercats as a kid, too. So
Yeah. Can you name all the Thundercats? Because I can't.
Lino, Tigra, Panthera, Chitara.
Snarf.
Yeah, Snarf. What were the two little kids?
Zaymot and...
No. Yeah, those I do not remember.
Before that, though, we also heard classic rock band.
Mm-hmm. And I don't remember who it was. I even picked the song.
Take It Back.
Yeah, Take It Back by, oh my gosh.
I wasn't really intending to make you struggle
yeah,
on this one,
just,
but now I'm enjoying it.
I totally was not even ready for that. Pink Floyd with Take It Back. I love that song. Even though I can't remember it half the time, I like that song.
And to start off with, we played Orange Worker by the band Four Squirrels, F-O-R, Squirrels, not F-O-U-R.
Okay.
So
That's kind of confusing.
Yeah. Well, it is about that time, usually.
I'm not doing the weather forecast tonight, by the way.
The real funny thing is I had this big intro prepared. It's got like trumpets and banjos. And
That figures. No, I am not taking responsibility for this forecast, so I am not doing it.
Fine. Let's hear the weather eye then. Radio Nowhere, WJBD, Weezer, covering Pumped Up Kicks from our vintage vinyl vault.
Sweet.
And then before that, we heard the Killers covering a song I know you like one version of at least.
Which version's that?
I think We're Alone Now.
I wasn't a Tiffany fan.
Weren't you?
No. No, she was like the evil.
She's the anti-Debbie Gibson.
Exactly. She was the competition or whatever you want to call her.
Oh.
So, we'll take a moment here to address something I've been getting many fan mails and question about.
Address the ostrich in the
masses.
room.
Yeah. So everybody's wanting to know where the rest of the Radio Nowhere crew is, and we think we should probably take this opportunity to update everyone as to where they've been lately and how soon will they be back. I'm not sure we can answer that one.
Kind of letters from the road, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. So who wants to? I'll let you address.
Well, I was gonna just say, because we are all normal, everyday, average people, so it's not like this is the only thing we do.
Correct.
We
Correct.
they don't bring us out of a box for 1 hour a week to do the show.
That is correct.
Although
I mean, we are
it'd be
all
cool if they did.
We are all very busy, and would you like to? I'll let you take Chad.
I'll address Chad Spray, our musical ambassador. Chad, if you don't know, you may recall, and I was trying to research this, but I did not conclusively find. But I am more and more of the opinion the last time we were all together was the Vending Machine Olympics, which is
I think that's correct. Yes.
Chad is a big fan of all things food that are unusual. So, thus the Pop-Tart challenge to see which the best Pop-Tart was, the Lay's potato chip challenge, the I don't know what else he's done, a breadstick challenge, I think.
Yeah, and of course, that I believe they had, I think with the names we are giving them, probably not doing it justice because they usually had some grand
Right.
breadstick off or
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
Not that that's really better than challenge.
No,
but,
no.
Chad is also his dirty, dark secret is that back in the day, Chad harangued me into assisting him in his fiendish collection of beanie babies.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
I cannot count the number of times, although I'm sure if I thought long and hard, I might be able to come up with a rough draft of like 5 or 6, that I got up at who knows what time in the morning to stand with Chad and, let's be fair, a bunch of generally middle-aged women at 4 in the morning to get beanie babies.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because Chad couldn't buy all he needed by himself. So Chad is actually on a hiatus, searching the Greenish Isles for a Beanie Baby flavored jelly bean. Jelly Belly, specifically.
A Beanie Baby flavored jelly bean. Jelly Belly.
So it's
What-
a Beanie Baby Jelly Belly.
Dare I even ask what flavor a Beanie Baby would be?
I don't know, but he's looking
That's
for...
his quest,
He's
apparently.
looking for a Beanie Baby Jelly Belly. Or I may have misunderstood, because I got like this text, and you know how text speak is. He's either looking for a Beanie Baby flavored jelly beanie belly, or he's looking for a Beanie Baby filled with jelly bellies.
Wow. That's deep.
Either way, he's been incommunicado.
Okay. And I'll address Matt Donahoe. As many of you know, Matt Donahoe has, in the past, he has a large hot air balloon shaped like his head, or it essentially is his head, really.
Really? Yeah.
Unfortunately, he has created a larger head balloon, and there was a malfunction, and he was last seen flying northeast over the Kinmunde area, and we've not heard from him since.
So,
If you see a large head-shaped balloon flying somewhere, please give us a call at the station and just let us know you've at least seen him and whereabouts he is, so maybe we can get him back.
because this weather is not conducive to flying in any sort of hot air balloon, let alone one shaped like a head.
Plus, you would think, I mean, that's a lot of hot air to stay in the air that long, especially in this weather.
Yeah. And then we have Matt Liebarger, who I think may be suffering from, some mosquito-borne disease, because
I'm afraid he's like narcoleptic or something.
I don't know, but I hope that he will get his nap in, and in the end he will be. Well, that didn't work.
What
the
was
way I
that?
wanted to.
Try that again.
The moment is lost. Let's see if we can.
That scared me.
Oh, now I've ruined it.
Oh, that's great.
See, now everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, what's the hilarious gag?"
All right.
Yeah,
And there it was.
they're like, "Yeah, we waited 12 seconds for
well.
that. That's not good."
Now this show will be titled.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
That's what our
Uh-oh.
fans are saying.
Yes.
Both of them.
Anyway, that's the update on the crew.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. We've had a few guests on the show, but it's hard to.
Adam is
really-
still fired.
hard to really ascertain what they're up to anymore.
Yeah. Well, should we get back to the music?
I think we shall.
Okay.
This one's yours, right?
This one is me. It's
Okay.
it's Olivia Newton-John with Magic on WJBD.
Radio Nowhere, WJBD,
And who was that?
Mighty Mighty Boss Stones, Rascal King. From I'm trying to say, that's they have this big, or I don't know if they still do. They have this big 4 to 5 day festival in their hometown of Boston,
That's cool.
where they have all their band friends and they put on a 4 to 5 day concert, not continuously.
Yeah.
Now that
That would be something. If it
that
was
would be especially if you could get a $10 ticket.
48 hours continuous concert.
I don't think that's even possible.
They'd have to have an awful lot of porta potties.
Yeah, a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
Before that, we heard from They Might Be Giants with Anna Ang, which I did not know the story behind that. Do you?
I have no idea.
The two Johns,
Okay.
lead singers of They Might Be Giants, were looking through the New York phone book and came across the NG Ang page in the New York phone book, which goes for 4 pages. And they were amazed that there were that many angs in the phone book. And
Okay.
so they just kind of became wacky and made a song. So,
Isn't that how most songs start, with some wackiness?
generally speaking. And then before that, what did we hear? It's one of yours, I think, wasn't it?
Well, we heard
Oh.
Olivia Newton-John with Magic, but was that?
I think that was the song we heard before that egg.
Okay, yeah.
I think so, because I think we played 3 songs.
I think you're right. I'm just
I
totally
don't-
not
I don't-
keeping track
I
tonight.
don't have any other CDs running around, so I'm reasonably sure of that.
Okay, we'll go with that. It's about that time already.
It is about that time.
It's amazing how quick the hour goes.
It does. It really flies by. I say it's the time of night. Maybe a little bit the caffeine, too.
So, as we always say, if you like what you heard,
Tell a friend.
if you did not like what you heard,
Wake up funky.
yeah, good luck with that. Or
Oh,
don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody. That's pretty much the same.
Hey, everybody stay safe. Look out
Yeah.
for the weather.
Look out for the weather.
Yeah, look out for it.
It's coming to get you.
It is.
You have Netflix at the house?
I do.
You ever watch that show, Orange is the New Black?
I have not.
It is certainly a adult-oriented comedy.
Okay.
It would not even fly on network like it couldn't even go on like where Breaking Bad ended up. It would not float on AMC. It would
Really?
have to be on like HBO or Showtime or one of those.
Okay.
But there's a song, and my wife really likes the artist Regina Spektor.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with her.
I am not.
Well, she has I like her voice.
Okay.
And she does the theme song to that. I guess actually they appropriated her song for the theme of that show. So here it is. You've Got Time, Radio Nowhere, WJBD.
I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, baby, I hate to go.
WJBD, Salem, Centralia.